Hi, I'm Jamie.
And I'm Dayle.
We're sisters and best friends, and this is Proof It's Possible.
Jamie and I are complete opposites, but somehow through every stage of life, we stay on the same team. We're kicking the door wide open and sharing our morning coffee chats with you.
Join us as we chat about everything from chasing our dreams to entrepreneurship to family, friendship, and what other craziness we have going on that week.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. This is our first ever Christmas-themed podcast. We're so excited.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Except for summer. Except for summer is better. But I do love Christmas.
I think Christmas is pretty much the most wonderful time of the year. So I love summer, but Christmas is where it's at. Everyone knows.
All right. Jamie literally is a Christmas-aholic, Christmas magic maker. Her kids wake up to Winter Wonderland, Santa breakfasts, Elf on the Shelf's everything's, like the greatest Christmas mother on the planet. And I'm lucky to get to take part in all the magic because although I love it,
all, but doesn't have to do the hard.
Exactly. Or the ideas. The thing is, I'm willing to do the work. I don't have the ideas. Christmas at your level takes a ton of imagination. And that's what you excel at, and I do not.
Yeah, no, my creativity is often in the form of like magical experiences, whether that's like on a girls' trip where I make sure that we do every single fun thing that city has to offer, or I make sure that we are taking part in every magical thing.
The train ride the train ride to Christmas Paradise.
And I think that's for me, it's not even about the gift giving. I love gifts and I love giving gifts, but for me, it's like seeing the magic through a child's eyes and how magical Christmas was for us. Like my mom, your mom too, did this for you. We have the same mom. She made Christmas so magical. Like, and if there was something that was like so special, she made sure that we got to do it.
Yeah. Like Danny did Christmas. You're Danny's protege for sure.
Of course.
She's an amazing Christmas magic maker as well. And she's still making magic.
She taught me well. Today, we're going to talk about the magic of Christmas and what did you experience in your childhood that you were like, oh, that was hands down the most magical thing? What traditions do you want to see like moving forward and think are like amazing for people with kids or people that don't have kids?
Yes.
Okay.
And what are your best memories? Like for me, the things that I have memories of that will like stay with me forever, they're like my primary memories. They're what Christmas is made out of. And like, if I'm not around you and your kids at Christmas, which has never happened, but I don't know if I'll even survive. Like I just don't. So the two memories that kind of come to mind when I think of like Christmas magic that mom made for us, that are traditions that I love, are Christmas Eve. We always did something special. So it was like, we'd have appetizers or we'd have some sort of little party type of thing. And we would get to open one present. And I thought, oh, this is so fun. Like it was like just an excitement builder. I love that. And then the other thing that I loved about Christmas morning was just opening or like entering into the like living room where the Christmas tree was, and it being such a transformation from the night before. Although it was already decorated and everything, there was like presents and our stockings were there, and mom would wrap everything. Like it didn't matter if it was the tiniest little thing, she would wrap it like separately just for the fun of it. And so it felt like there was so much stuff, but like, and we did get a lot. I mean, we were very, very fortunate, but it was almost like one of those things where because everything was wrapped, it felt like so much more than you're like, it was a toothbrush or it was a, whatever. And she always just like blew my socks off or Santa did, with what was in the stockings and all of that. Like I just never even wanted for those things. And all of a sudden I had them and they were neat and they were something cool. And, I just thought this is so fun. What are your core memories?
Things that I like really loved as a child was like driving around and looking at the Christmas lights. Like I absolutely just thought that was so magical to go to like Candy Cane Lane and see the houses that like really put in the effort.
Yeah.
I love that. I loved just the energy of like, you know, there was no Elf on a Shelf when we were younger, but the energy leading up to Christmas, like we always got to go skating, and like our dad always took us skating, and our mom would always have hot chocolate with marshmallows, like waiting for us. Just like things that really, in hindsight, seem a little bit like, well, yeah, you had to fill your day somehow. Your dad took you skating, but it felt like at Christmas time, it was more magical because like the skating rink had a little bit of Christmas lights or decorations, or
Totally.
it just felt very Christmassy and very special and spectacular. And then the other thing I loved is that mom always did like a bit of a theme to our gifts. So when I was like, I don't know, 6-ish, we got new snowsuits and skis, like downhill skis. And then that Christmas, we got to take ski lessons. And that felt so like, just, I mean, that really just blew the socks right off of me.
Yeah.
Because I loved being outside. I was such an outdoorsy.
That's what I mean about like, yeah, we weren't always even like asking for the present. And it was always something that I was like, this is perfect. How did they know? Like, how did Santa know that I wanted to learn how to ski? And here I am getting new skis and a whole new snowsuit and whatever. I later found out, like, I did love skiing, but I later found out it was outdoors in the winter, and that's not never my favorite. But I enjoyed my time as a skier. It was fine.
Yeah. But then some of the traditions that I like love that are kind of new age traditions, like the Elf on the Shelf, as much as that guy, well, I have 3 of them. They really suck the life out of me, but I continue to do the magic of it because the excitement of the kids waking up and seeing what the elves got up to in the middle of the night is like second to none. And just like harnessing that innocent perspective on life and that like joy and that something so small as like a toy elf that is, you know, eating cereal when they wake up is like brings them so much happiness that I'm like, oh, that's 100% worth it. When I'm tired and it's past 6:30, like I mentioned, it feels like a chore, a mountain that I am not willing to climb, but I do it anyway. And then in the morning, I'm like, oh, see, that 2 minutes of work was all completely worth it. Other things that I like,
they do get so much joy. Like there is not they squeal every single day with how excited they are about it. And that's only going to last
for so long. And if they've slept over at Grandma and Grandpa's house, like the excitement of like sending them a picture of what the elves were up to is almost as exciting as having a front row seat. Like it's crazy how much joy it brings them. And then the other tradition that I love, and I think everybody should start like hop on board with is, although a lot of work, Christmas traditions often are a lot of work. It's worth it. And this is the one where you put, so like, have you ever heard of that? Things you want, things you need, things to read, and I don't know how the rhyme goes, but there's like 3 or 4 of the things. So what we do in our house is we do one like Amazon size box of like things they want or things they need, or so it might be like if they really need new clothes, there might be like a new sweatsuit in there or a new like long john set for skiing or something like that. And then things they want, which would be like toys and things that are on their Christmas list, things they read. And then we decorate it like a snowman or like a Santa or like a Grinch or like an elf, and each box containing the gifts of whatever the box is supposed to, like things they want, things they need, is then wrapped to look like a snowman or whatever the theme is for the year. So it transforms the whole living room into like, one year we did the Grinch and I put like scarves around the boxes and I printed off faces to put on the boxes. And it was just like, the kids got so much joy out of it. And Penn doesn't even get joy in that he's excited because there's gifts inside. He gets joy in that it's like when the boxes are stacked on top of each other, they stand as tall as him. And that's really exciting. That's really exciting to him. Like it's a playmate, it's a punching mate. It's a character that's like come to life and is his size and all of the fun things. And he gets to like pick off the cotton ball beard one by one.
Punch the head of it right onto the floor or whatever.
Absolutely. And it just completely transforms your everyday living room or wherever you keep your Christmas tree into this like magical space. And the kids totally love it.
Some
And you should do
other
it.
like things that I really love about what we did as kids and what I still like to do now. I love games. So I love that we always played games on
Mhm.
Christmas Eve. That's like super important to me. And if I have like a group that doesn't want to play games on Christmas Eve, I'm like, these people can't be back. They're not invited next year. Or
100.
other things that are very important to me that are very like traditional is turkey dinner. I'm not willing to like some people are like, oh, we don't even care about turkey, so we just go and like order in or we make steaks, like, which is cool. It's fine. But for me, I am traditional. And like at Christmas, you eat turkey. That's
Mhm.
the rules. At Thanksgiving, you eat turkey. So, and I only like turkey a couple times a year. So these are my chances to have turkey. And it's just part of the tradition. I don't know why it's so important, but I'm doing it the same way no matter what, no matter what. And I'm not somebody that like, because I love warm weather, I love a holiday. I'm the first person to put my hand up to be like, let's have Christmas in Mexico or let's have Christmas in Phoenix. Because I can get the joy out of the Christmas lights in Scottsdale. I don't need to have snow, but I need to have turkey dinner. I'm not missing certain things.
Yeah. And I'm the opposite. I want
Yeah.
there to be snow at Christmas
And
time.
you like to like go skiing with the kids in between Christmas and New
Mhm.
Year's. Like there's a whole bunch of like winter activities like the skating stuff that
Eating,
is what you love.
slogging,
Yeah.
all of it. We're like good, wholesome Canadians
I'm
in our
not.
household.
I'm
We
not a
are
good
good,
wholesome
wholesome
Canadian.
Canadians where we're entertaining like sleigh rides and,
I'm swearing at the out the window being like, why is it so cold out? We could be having way more fun if we were somewhere else.
other traditions that I totally love are going to see like a Christmas play or going to
Hmm.
see a Christmas parade or something that feels really Christmassy that only happens once a year. So this year, our community theater is putting on Elf, like the show
The
with.
musical?
Mhm.
Oh, fun. The
Is it
kids
a
will
musical?
love.
Is it a
Pardon?
musical? Like
Oh,
Elf with what's that actor? He's from
I know what you're
original
gonna say.
Saturday Night Live. I think
Original.
maybe not. I don't know.
Um, I can't think of it, but yeah, the
Will
kids
Ferrell.
will love it because they love
With
Elf.
Will Ferrell. The movie
Yeah,
with Will Ferrell, but this is like a
right.
theater production of it. So that's really fun and exciting. The other thing is that my kids love to watch Sound of Music, and I did too as a child on Christmas Eve. Other things that I loved were like we always watched The Sound of Music on Christmas Eve, and
Totally.
my kids absolutely love The Sound of Music on Christmas Eve,
That's
which like
dad's tradition.
that's dad's
Yep.
tradition for
Yeah,
sure.
that's totally dad. That is not mom at all.
No,
Um, I do. One of the things that cracks me up now that I'm just like an observer of families, like whether it's you guys, whether it's like Darren's sister, or whatever, but it's or like our cousins or whatever, is watching other people open presents on Christmas morning and realizing that like Ray doesn't know what's in the presents. Dad doesn't know what's in the presents. Like dad might have like helped mom wrap them all, like
but
carry them out
probably
of stores, but or not. But he has no idea who anything's for, who's getting what. Like it's a mystery to him what his name on is on under that tree as the giver.
absolutely, and it is a mystery to Ray as well.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
Ray is the kind of person who likes to do like a surprise gift that even I don't know about for like the
Oh,
kids.
yes.
So
Yes.
I
That's true.
may,
And he does that for their birthdays too. Like he'll
yeah,
like when on Mila's recent birthday trip to Calgary, he stopped in the morning to like say goodbye to her because she had slept over at grandma's house because they were going on the trip together, and he like gave her some spending money that she wasn't expecting, and like she thought, oh yeah, this is I'm rich now, like having some money in your purse feels pretty good when you weren't expecting to.
of course.
And I get it.
Especially when
I
you're
get
headed on a shopping trip with grandma.
it.
Like,
Exactly.
what
Exactly.
more could a girl ask for?
Totally.
Yeah, I other traditions. What's that?
Sorry, I was just going to say, like, for me, the holidays are only about traditions. Like, I actually don't care if I get one present. I only
Yeah.
care about the activity of it. And I know that for kids, present giving is really fun. But I think it's like less important as an adult, and more the traditions, like having the dinner that you like, or playing the games night, or having friends and family. Like I absolutely loved our Christmas last year because it was in Kelowna at your guys' house. And we, on Christmas Eve, we got to have all the cousins joining, and it was just so fun because it was such a huge family, like traditional Christmas. Because we, having just you and I in the family, and me not having any kids, we can have quiet Christmases. Like they're not always the big like dinner table full of people.
Mhm.
And the years that you get extended family around is just like so fun, such a blessing, such a like, I think the kids will remember getting to be with our cousins' kids for the rest of their
Oh, for
life, you know?
sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. I also love like doing a white elephant or whatever people call it.
Mm,
You know, like a
yes,
gift exchange where it's like you bring just like some random gift and then you can trade the gifts,
totally.
and that just like adds like an element of fun because it's, if they're all inexpensive. I think we did a $20 limit or something, but you just get to see where people's like interests lie
Yeah,
and where their allegiance lies. Like lots of
totally.
times, husband and wife, the husband will get something that he thinks his wife, he'll pick or he'll trade for something
Yeah,
that he thinks his wife will want or something like that. And I just find it's just like a fun way to, for everybody to like be involved and do something fun together.
totally. And then probably one of my biggest favoriteest traditions that you and I and mom started like at least 10 years ago, if not longer. Actually, we have a couple that are really good, but one of them I don't know if we should talk about because then people will know who it is. But
Yeah.
I'll talk about it. Should we talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
We can talk about it. Well, I'll start with the one we definitely can talk about, but adopt a family with our girlfriends. So a big group of us adopt a family, not a big, but like about 8 girls, 10 girls, adopt a family. And then we have like a little Christmas party together, and everybody brings the gifts that they were assigned or they decided to take for the family. So it's like part socialization with our girlfriends, part Christmas party, and then it is getting to give back to somebody that, and like to me, I get as much or more joy for buying those presents as I do for buying anybody in my life, because I feel like
Oh, for
a lot of the
sure.
people in my life don't need the things that the family that we get assigned needs. And so
Hmm.
there's a lot of joy attached to giving for me at Christmas. A lot more for sure than receiving. And then our like family secret. Oh, this feels like it's the wrong thing to
I don't
do to
know.
say.
Maybe we should. No, I don't think we should talk about it.
Anyways, I'll just give you a general idea of what it is because now that I brought it up, but it's basically a secret gift giving thing that we sometimes pick a family and
That we
gift
know
them.
that we know directly that could really
Yeah,
benefit from just something,
the joy of it.
a little bit of joy. So
Yeah,
then we surprise them with some
a
Christmas joy.
variety of things. Christmas
Yeah.
cheer. So, anyways, it's very, very fun, and it kind of like and there's like a little get together attached to that kind of giving too. And honestly, those are the things that bring me more joy than I think any of the people receiving ever get. Like I can't imagine they bring the person getting the presents as much joy as it brings me, because that's how much joy I get from it.
Same. And I love that tradition. It's hands down my favorite tradition. I literally have pictures of me being like 9 months pregnant, hauling boxes of
Oh,
toys and boxes of like household items, because a lot of these families that we adopt, the wish list doesn't just include like toys. It does for the
no.
kids. They get to put a few toys down, but it includes things like winter jackets,
New
mops,
mattresses,
cleaning
TVs, because
supplies,
it, yeah, like diapers.
mattresses. Remember the
Yeah.
year we hauled a king size mattress?
Yes.
Mattress? Oh my
Yes.
god.
Well, I feel like we got more than one mattress because there was the whole family wasn't sleeping on mattresses.
That's
So
right.
those are the kinds of things that like that's why a group matters, because financially it's tougher to fulfill that kind of a list, and it feels so great to fulfill a full list. And so that's why like we brought in our girlfriends, and now we do it as like a big social thing, and I love that. I think it's so fun.
It is so fun. The other tradition that I really, really love is getting people my kids, it's important for me because I want my kids to feel the joy of gift giving and not just receiving, because I want them to take on the tradition of like adopting a family one day. And I want them to experience what it feels like to be on the other side of the gift giving spectrum. So it starts when they're young with things that are age appropriate. So what I like to do is I like to get them involved in picking out or making a gift for their sibling, because then they can get excited about it, like, because they know their siblings' wants and needs. And then as they get older, involving them in the like adopt a family. Or one year we handed out like little coffee gift cards and socks and mittens to the homeless people. Like, we just went out with a big group of people downtown to where the homeless people usually hang out, and we were just handing them as like just a little like, get yourself a warm coffee and extra pair of socks and gloves. And my kids like love to do stuff like that. And I think it's so important to reinforce that Christmas isn't just all about you. It's about helping other people. It's about being in community. It's about being together. It's about being with the people that you love and giving people a leg up if they need it. So those are some of my favorite traditions. And I love Christmas. So I could chit chat about Christmas things till the cows came home, but that's it for today. And we will be doing this Christmas series for the month of December, and we're so excited to have you guys along.
We are so grateful you're here.
It would mean the world to us if you'll subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel and leave us a review.
If you want to hear more from us, go to proofitspossible.com to join our mailing list and find our social links so you don't miss a thing.
Thanks, and chat next time.